What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades and my ICP renegades, of course, because it's kind of like a sub demographic inside of the Bitcoin renegades because technically the channel's name is Bitcoin Renegade, but we are typically filled with all sorts of renegades. We have ICP renegades, we have GERT renegades, we have XYO renegades. But the biggest community that I love building is my ICP renegades, and that's the biggest one right now. And tonight we have kind of a cool video for you. Basically, we are doing a crypto of the week video, which is, I know you guys like polls, which are kind of like, give several different, kind of scenarios or options. I mean, give a scenario and then give like, several different options. In this case, it is, hey, what is the best crypto of this week? And it allows you to do up to 5 slots. And so on my first one, I picked all 5 of them. But from the ones going forward, I'm going to pick 4. And then the 5th one, you can leave in the comments. So if you pick the 5th one, you pick the 5th one and then leave your suggestion in the comments below on your crypto of the week. And so the very first week, I did not set this up because I can only vote once, and I did vote. But everybody voted. The community voted. So that actually makes me happy that the community does like ICP. That tells me, because I gave 4 other options besides ICP, and ICP won out of all of them. So we had H bar here. Let me pull this up real quick, actually, and I'll show you the actual community post that I am talking about, and then you can kind of see for yourself how it's pretty cool that ICP won it out over all of these other cryptos, at least for this week. That's cool. So give me 1 second here, please bear with me. Community tab. Okay, now I'm gonna share it with you guys. Here we go. I just had to get over there real quick, find it all. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. This is the community tab on my channel, and I can utilize this because I have enough subscribers. Right? You have to have a certain amount of subscribers, and you can use this community tab, which is really cool. It's a cool little access point. Well, this is our second one. So we're not going to look at this one right now, but it looks like Jasmine might be winning that one. See right here, 9 days ago. And sorry it took me so long to make this very first video. We've just had so much going on, and I haven't had, a free video to do this one yet. So we've just kind of been, really, really busy, which is good. It's not a bad kind of busy. It's like, we have a lot to do, and it's keeping us busy. So that's good. So we are starting Crypto of the Week videos and are making them audience choice because I want to know what you guys. I always wanted this to be an interactive channel where you guys basically help control what I do on here, and it makes it best for not only me but you as well. So you get to know what you like, and then we can try stuff. And if you think you like it and you don't, we can go ahead and take that away afterwards. Like I'm not real picky. What I have here, we had 5 different options. But before that, you just have to vote here. So I was explaining we are also going to have another logo competition. And this one is going to have to be voted on again in the chat. And we did really good. So we're going to have another logo contest. I don't know when that's going to be. It's not going to be for this channel, though. It's going to be for my other channel. We already have this. I think this is going to be kind of our one for right now on this channel. But our other channel, which is Bitcoin Renegade with a 3 right here instead of an E, that's our shorts and uploads channel. You're going to want to get over there for ICP content because that's where a lot of our edited and our shorter videos are going to go. This is where our live is. This is when you want to come hang out with me, kick it, talk about cool stuff like this, and hang out for a little while, and actually have the chat up right now in case you guys want to talk. Hey, XDR0, good to see you, man. I am buying more PIN this season. I don't know what PIN is. But hey, I would say the same thing about ICP if I was a financial advisor, but I'm not. So I can't say that, but I think ICP would probably be a better bet than PIN for the long term. ecosystem. This thing is just amazing. That's why it baffles me when people are so worried about like the price right this second. Like, yeah, it does get irritating after a while when the price just keeps dumping on you, but we're not in this like who becomes a millionaire overnight? Very few people, right? So if you want to put in the work, you can do it by buying a certain crypto. Obviously, people love it because 47%. Let's read the ones that we have. So it's hard to put this in the chat. I said I was going to put it in the chat, but you can't share this. When I go to share it, it just basically lets me post it again or say something about it, and it won't actually let me post it. So sorry about that. I wasn't lying. It just wouldn't let me do it. So the first cryptos of the week, I know, sorry, I'm taking so long, is Solana, which I actually thought might actually win. The Graph, which would be my second choice, besides Internet Computer, I really thought was going to win. Would have been my second choice besides Solana. HBAR did a lot better than I thought with my audience. I didn't know my audience like that, which is cool. Maybe we'll do some HBAR videos, which because it seems pretty popular with my audience. And Algorand, which I thought was going to do a lot better because my audience loves this. And Internet Computer Price, man, it won by a landslide, more than double the votes of everything else. Only 9 likes, but I think it got 43 votes. That's kind of small, but pretty good for our channel. I think it could have got a lot more. I don't think a lot of people knew about it yet. So when we get more people this next week, get in here, guys, because I'm going to be picking this one at the end of this live stream tonight. I'm going to pick the next one because it has to be on Monday. So I said our first crypto of the week was ICP, and that's what we're on now. And then it looks like Jasmine's winning. So if you want HBAR to win, HBAR might win. All it needs, I think, is 1 or 2 more votes, and HBAR could win. So it looks really popular with my audience. This is 31 votes. So Jasmine, I know that's popular with my audience. Engine Starter, okay. Mini football, and then pick your own. But they never see the problem with this. When it says pick your own and put it in the comment, when you pick this one, you have to go in the comment and then write in the cryptos. Say you wanted Bitcoin Cash. Just for example, Bitcoin Cash. Boom. And then there it is. So that's what you would do there. Now let's get into this cool crypto that we have today, which is Internet Computer Price, right? It isn't very cool that the price is way down, but actually, if you don't think that, then you're actually wrong, because now is time that you can get this for super cheap now. That's the thing. If I'm trying to get 1,000 ICP, the reason I'm not rich right now is because Bitcoin went up too fast. I understood what Bitcoin was before the 2021 or 2020 bull market happened. Luckily, I was like right before that. The halving happened, and I was like, oh man, 18 months after the halving, every time we have a peak. And it happened again. I was trying to accumulate, and I couldn't. So now I have a second chance, because Bitcoin, you might be able to get 1 or 2x on Bitcoin, realistically over the next like 4 to 8 years. And then it might go up to 1 million, like later, wait 10, 20 years down the road. But Internet Computer, if you can accumulate like at least 100, I would say would be nice, because if it went to $750, times 10 is 7,500, times 100 is $75,000. So, and you could buy it right now. How much would 100 be? $75,000 for 100, right? Wait, 10 times 750. Yeah, yeah. So that would be basically $1,600 right now. Or wait, so times 10 is 160, times 100. Yeah, it's like $1,600. $1,617. That's how much that would be. $1,617, and you could make $75,000 out of $1,617. That is if it goes up to $750 again. Okay, now I think it's going to go much higher than that, and that's over time though. We're doing price videos, but that is because I know a lot of you want to know about the price. But if it was up to me, I would just constantly make ecosystem videos, honestly, because I think there's so much to talk about here in the ecosystem. But I know what you guys want to see as well. You want to know like where's the good time to buy, and that's what we're going to start focusing on is like good buying opportunities, because I think that's what a lot of you are afraid of. And when the buying opportunity comes, you're like, well, what if it goes down further? And that's what a lot of people think is that the market is going to just continue to go down so they don't buy, and then the market finally does hit a bottom and they never bought. So we need to find key points to buy in, and if you look in the past, that's when you know where the key points to buy in are. Okay, how did we get so zoomed out here? Sorry about that, we got like super zoomed out. I mean, I think I zoomed in too far now. Whoa. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Now, this is a little bit sad. This isn't the ideal scenario that we wanted, but this is the reality of it. And so that is what that's where we're at. This is where we're at right now. And this is because of the market. This is not because of ICP. First off, I want to tell you that. So this is crypto of the week. And what we're going to do in crypto of the week is we're going to do a quick price evaluation of the crypto. And then we're going to go look at some cool features from that crypto of the week. And I'm so happy that ICP won the first crypto of the week. That it makes me really, really happy. And if you guys haven't, go vote in the community tab of Bitcoin Renegade of my YouTube channel and pick next week's crypto of the week right now while we're doing this. Okay, so it looks like, and what Six Figs has been talking about, is these falling wedges. There's a falling wedge here. There's actually a much bigger falling wedge. There's a falling wedge here, and there's a much bigger falling wedge. There's like three falling wedge type deals happening simultaneously on ICP right now. And we keep bouncing off each level, and it isn't like we're breaking out. So this is a pretty cool little falling wedge, and we just hit the top again. So if we do hit the bottom, unfortunate part of this bottom is that it's about 13 bucks. And that is possible for us to reach that, because that's where this kind of downward trending support is heading. And I didn't want to have to say that, and I hope we don't, because we do have a nice level of support at 14 right here, where we absolutely haven't broke below, but we have to kind of, diligent right now that it could go that low. And so where is a price target to buy? 14.85. Seriously, I don't think it's going to break through it right away. I think if we do go down there, there's a very small chance that we continue to 12.30. Or even actually higher, 13. So you could just hit this 14 right where we were below, or just go even below it, maybe like all the way to 14, because it might peak right below it. Because that's what's happened before. We have this wick to the lowest part, right? And then we go and we have to touch right below it and then continue up. I've seen that many times with Bitcoin. When we have a wick low like this and we fail to break out, we normally go back down and touch right below that. And unfortunately, that's right around the 13 cent mark. I'm not bearish on crypto, but I'm being realistic, guys, right? So I told you, and I want to let you know I was wrong about, calling a bottom or whatever, but I did say if Bitcoin broke below 42, that our bottom could break. And so the only way that I see ICP actually breaking, below either this resistance or even the 1480 is if, Bitcoin continues to drop. So this is going to be contingent on the market. And that's why you can't derive the value of internet computer right now with the price of Bitcoin, because it doesn't correlate with the ecosystem and the value of internet computer and what it is doing for crypto at internet speed. It just surpassed. I just put a tweet on my Twitter account. You guys got to go check that out. And it's the Definity team member that brought it out on Reddit. And it says internet computer has just surpassed Ethereum as one of the biggest. Here, let me see exactly what it says, because I don't want to. Actually, let's do it on here. Twitter. Okay. Right there. So the internet computer is now bigger than Ethereum in chain state size. Ethereum has 640 gigabytes. ICP has 854 gigabytes. And it runs way faster, way cheaper. There's a lot of good things about, internet computer compared to Ethereum. I like Ethereum still. I don't like the gas fees, but if there wasn't Ethereum, there wouldn't be ICP. So you got, I mean, it's just like if there was no Easy E, there would be like no Eminem, right? Certain figures back in the day created figures. Now that was actually probably a bad example, but you know what I mean. Like someone back in the day, kind of always inspires the new generation. Which Ethereum? Why do you think ICP is integrating with Ethereum? Because it sucks? No, because it's one of the Mac daddies of crypto. Why do you think ICP is integrating with Bitcoin? You feel me? So just because it's exceeding it in certain places doesn't mean it's trying to be the Ethereum destroyer. It can compete with it in certain areas, but I think integration is the way to go to relish in each other. You know what I mean? Like build each other up. ICP goes into Ethereum and builds it up. Ethereum therefore goes and builds ICP up. The Ethereum community becomes part of the ICP community. The ICP community becomes part of the Ethereum community, and back and forth. And it's a good thing for everybody. So this is pretty interesting stuff. Let's go see if we can see, if there are going to be any short-term price movements, either to the up or downside, that are immediately, obvious, right? To the naked eye. So let's just look at this. Get some indicators out here. Always look at the moving averages first because these are going to tell us our resistance and support levels for the crypto of the week, which is ICP, man. It won by a landslide, too. That's what impressed me so much. I thought it was going to be like close or, but ICP won by double, double of everything. That was pretty cool. All right. So as you see, whoa, freaking out here. We are just below any kind of support level. We had this, which was our last kind of line of defense. The whole problem was we didn't break the 100-day moving average, and that's what kind of allowed this to happen. But it's not like we're not right where we were April 11th. Say hi to March 18th. Hi, April 11th. March 18th. Nice to meet you. We're back at the same price. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess they had a lot of fun. It's like an old man going back and reliving the past. You know, uh, ICP reminds me of like a what do you call it? A man in a midlife crisis, remembering the glory days of $16 before we go back up again. I don't know, man. It's just kind of funny how it tricked me this time. I was like, it's not going to trick me again. Next time we go up, I know we're going to get rejected. But then when we broke out of where we were before, especially on Bitcoin, when we broke out of the Bitcoin hammers that have been happening, we broke above. See how far above we are? We went to 48,000. That's broke out. That's a breakout, man. I don't, in any sense of the word, that's a breakout. And it tricked us. Not only me, but everybody. And this was genius. What they did, because nobody was buying into crypto down here. No one. Like a lot of the interest had left crypto because no one was making money. And so they're like, okay, well, we got to pump this up. Because when they would pump it up here, not as many people would fall for it, right? Because they already did it a bunch of times. So what happens is they did actually give us a real pump, but no significant world news. It isn't like we just found out what was happening over there on the other side of the world or something. So there's no actual reason for this except, well, they couldn't get as many people here and here. I guarantee everyone thought the market was going to continue, or most people did. Most people said, okay, great. This is what we were waiting for. We were waiting for a breakout, and it broke out. And we were going, and it was on until it wasn't, right? And so that's why you see us going right back to where we were. This was a fake out. This was a bull trap, man. This was the biggest bull trap I've ever seen, and it was very good. And if you don't know what a bull trap is, basically it's where the bears let the market pump a little bit and they don't fight it as much. And then they go all in and dump the market right back to where it was. Basically, they couldn't trick us here, here, or here, but they were able to here because look at the difference. It just went up and down here, up and down. So it's easier to, not fall for that. This one acted like it was going to sustain, right? And we broke out of all the previous levels, except this on ICP was actually a big level, and of this level too. See, this is a level of support, right? And we were above that finally. That was the thing that had me tricked, right? I was telling you, I was like, this level over here that was support. Then we broke under it. Now we're finally back above it, and that is key. And we broke through that like butter. That's what doesn't make sense with the technical analysis. I was giving you good technicals. This was not in the technicals, guys. It wasn't. I'm telling you, this was manipulation of the highest level, but that's okay. We are here where we're at now, and this is a good time to be putting in purchase orders and figuring out how you're going to accumulate because this is not going to last at this level for very long. Like every time we're at this level, it lasts for maybe a week. So each time here, I can show you the best time to buy crypto. Right here would be great, right? Boom, you had a nice pump. This would actually be a good time right there. Anytime right here. Anytime right here. Anytime right here. Anytime right here. And that's where we're at now. So now, you guys wanted to know when is a good time to buy crypto? Right now. There is a chance it keeps going down, but if you look on the chart, it doesn't look like it's going down to me. Or if it does, it's not going to be going like all the way down. We already did that. So, there are chances if Bitcoin breaks down, we go to a legit bear market. Yeah. But I don't concede we're in a bear market until 28.8 gets broken. Until Bitcoin goes into a bear market, now we are in a, get this, guys, we are in a simultaneous bull and a bear market at the same time. Bitcoin is in somewhat of a bullish market still because it shouldn't be at the 30 some $1,000 level. It just should not be at that high $39,000 level in a bear market. That wouldn't make sense. But altcoins are in a bear market right now. They are and they have been. Let's go look and I'll show you what I mean. The altcoins are in a bear market. This is the lowest that this crypto has ever been, right? And it's not just this one, there's a ton of them. So, what you need to realize about that is this can't last forever. Look at the way that the market reacts at times. So, we have been in a bear market for the last 6 months since the top. Like we legit just started flashing down. So, how at the very bottom would you not think that this is a good price? Okay. So now that we know all the indicators don't really even mean anything now because we're just at the bottom of everything, where is the retracements? Now, this is actually going to be. Yeah. So Yeah, it says we could go all the way down to about $9 on the 1.618, and that's the retracement from this, top down. So that's very good to see. And then boom, a dollar, it'll never go down to that. And then -$6. Yeah, that's crazy. But okay, so now let's look at it um on the other way, right? So if I do it from here to here. So as you see, the extension, it goes up to about $28. And look right where that is, that resistance right there. So if we are going to actually make a recovery on this, we are going to have some serious resistance at about 1730 right here, which kind of correlates with the past. But that would be a good level to reach. And then after that would be about 1865, and we're looking at 1960, and we just have a long ways to go. And if we finally get to the 1.8, that'll be $28. So there is hope still for ICP. It's not over yet, is what I'm saying. This is one of the lowest prices you're ever going to get this crypto at. And if you look, I think that's a Japanese candlestick that's clearly pointing to the upside. Yep. See how the candlestick is wide or wide? How there's a wick. I don't know why I said that. How there's a wick right there and not on the top. Well, that means whatever way the wick is, it goes the opposite of that way. So this says it's going to go up. And if we get the, Fibonacci extension, we should at least be able to make it back up to about, 17 something. And that would be good. So let's check out the lower time frames. And then we're going to look at some cool stuff from Internet Computers. So don't go anywhere. Oh, man. See, I lost the chat part. What's up, everybody? Oh, Tanner's back, man. Thanks. Oh, later, dude. Laters. Yeah, I mean, I don't really call a lot of, losses and downs. I'm realistic about it, but I'm just inherently bullish, not stupid, I've always made money. I have barely had any losses, and that's because I always am able to hold through no matter what. So that's the thing that I'm good at, is holding through these dumps. I've lost over $6,000, but that will all come back. Those are losses that I know all I have to do is hold. And that is just profit though. I didn't ever lose $6,000. So I started with about 5 grand and a couple grand in surveys, right? So I put it in, I turned that to 20,000, and then I took half of it out, boom, left half of it in the market, turned that to 13, then that turned into 7 right now. So technically, it's all moonbags, baby. All mine are moonbags, and then I'm collecting. It's not going anywhere. So I love it when the ICP is low level. And so, guys, we really need to get some momentum. I need to talk to you guys as a community real quick. I wish I could get all the community here. We are going to be doing some really cool things coming forward for the community. We're gonna just try to put out the best content possible. I'm going to try to find, how-to videos that are, not telling you financial advice, but actually leading you to some cool stuff where you can make money in crypto, in these down times. We're going to search out for maybe some of the best staking interest bonuses, see what kind of DeFi is in Internet Computer. We're going to try it, yeah, because we want to make this, passive income, or, use our ICP to make more money. And whether that's making money with NFTs by buying them and reselling them, or finding, play to earn games to stack up more, IC emojis or ICP or whatever you're trying to build. And you can do that. And we're going to show you ways to do that. And we're going to have how to tutorials. There's going to be one edited video per week. We're going to have a blog that's going to be up and running about the videos that we make during that week. So it's going to be more legitimate. There's going to be a lot more stuff going on ever since we got this website up and running. And I'm working with another person now who edits my videos and, is going to help me with the search engine and just some cool definitive text stuff that he has ideas. So I think I picked the right person, the right editor. Don't come cheap though. No, he's good people, man. It's going to be good content. But I just, I just need you guys to know that, and this is one thing that we talked about in the meeting I was in earlier, that people need to not concentrate about the price so much. Like what I mean, yes, price is important. Don't get me wrong. Price is basically why you get in crypto, right? But what I'm saying is, okay, a certain project is like, okay, let's take for example, Saitama, right? Saitama. Sorry, I say that wrong every time. Saitama. And it pumps really, really high, and then it dumps, and some FUD comes out about it, right? Well, that hurts the community and everything, and but that's a meme coin, right? And what people don't understand is that community is everything when it comes to crypto, not just the price. You saw the reason I'm using Saitama as an example because it basically should have went to zero with everything that happened with the price dumping and then the FBI saying this is a scam or whatever they said about it. It should have just went to zero and been gone, right? Well, that shows the power of a community that some people don't care about the price, that some people care more about the project than anything. That's not always smart, right? But that shows loyalty and that shows that you're invested in that, and I like to see that. But my point that I'm making here, ICP doesn't have any of that stuff, right? So that's good. So we're starting with a good slate there, right? Yes, it did have a big price swing move to the downside. We do have that. But there isn't anything shady or nefarious going on. It's a top 37 crypto. It's a legit crypto. But what people are concentrating on is the price right now, that it went from 750 to this. But if you look at a lot of the crypto projects, like a lot of the good ones, Jasmy, and a lot of the other cryptos, they spike when they first come out. That's how crypto works. Then more supply comes onto the market and evens the price out. Then it finds price action and it moves up in the long term as the ecosystem builds, as the project develops, and as more things come in. And that's what the internet computer is doing right now, except it's doing it on a fast level. It is outpacing Ethereum right now with what we just looked at over here with, sorry, I don't remember exactly. The internet computer is now bigger than Ethereum in chain state size. So that's what I'm talking about right there, right? It is doing these things on a massive level. And so if you're worried about the price, yes, it's going to go down. The price of Bitcoin, the market's kind of bad right now, but that's good for the investor. Now, one thing I do agree with what Charles said is he was talking about, what was it that he was saying? He said something about when the market dumps to collect. Okay, now I forgot what he said. Let's see. Oh, he didn't say it right here. He said it earlier sometime. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, I don't know exactly what he was talking about, but I guess that's neither here nor there. But when it comes to the price going down, it is just accumulation zone. And that is the important thing is that you realize the project you're in. I'm not saying just go, yeah, when all crypto goes down, just go buy all of it. Don't look at the project, just go. No, I'm talking about the value of a project. When you have something like internet computer that is innovative, it is fast. It is cheap to use. All these people building their collections, yeah, when the gas fees on Ethereum go down, it's not as bad, right? But when you have all of these people putting their money and their focus into internet computer, those value of your NFTs are going to skyrocket. Look at OG Metals. Look at the Bitcoin Flower NFTs. Look at these really expensive ones on an internet computer. You got the Space Apes. You got the IC Punks, which are kind of expensive now. And so you're getting these, this is all value on the internet computer protocol. And then you have projects like we were talking about the $6 million Supernova hackathon. And then they're giving developer grants to all sorts of people building on the internet computer. So what I'm saying is, yeah, price is important if you can get it for cheaper for right now. But what you need to understand is what they are doing. And that actually is worth more than the money that's in it. But I know we're in this for money. I'm not going to be naive, right? But it almost is worth just seeing the development of it, to what it is, to build the blockchain to a place where Bitcoin can be integrated into another crypto, and take that security risk completely out of it and use a native token on another blockchain, which is unheard of. So it makes me excited that they're doing these things. The Bitcoin integration is happening as we speak. I believe the Ethereum integration has already happened. These things are going to increase the value by a ton. And so that's the good thing. And so I kind of look at that with my channel too. I'm like, well, I'm building, I'm putting this into my channel. We're bringing blogs, we're, bringing a website, we're doing all of these things. It brings value to my brand, to Bitcoin Renegade, and to my community. I have more of a platform so that I can get my voice out more to help you guys and to get your voices heard as well. Because you're part of this community. I know we can, overwhelmingly talk sometimes and make you feel like you can't talk, but you can. And make your voice heard in here. Even if, you don't feel heard, I'll make sure I try to weed through all the stuff to try to find, your name there. Because I know we talk a lot. And that's the thing in my business meetings I've noticed. I need to listen more. We all should listen a little bit more. Because every time I'm in a meeting, I get inspired and I get ideas and it goes really good. So here, this is another cool thing that's on the internet computer and why it is the crypto of the week. And this is another thing that I want to show you here. So here we go. Achievement unblocked. Game developers wanted. We want to fund your dream game. Submit a game idea. 100 developers will be chosen. Automatically win $10,000 for being selected. The top 3 developers receive over $1 million. Submissions open till March 31st. Oh, it's over. Darn it. Watch the video below and learn more. I was going to be like, man, you guys can go and apply for this. March 31st. It looks like the deadline just ended. But maybe if you go apply now, they might let you in, but maybe not. I don't know. But this is really cool. What is Achievement Unblocked? Achievement Unblocked is a groundbreaking new competition series that will give 100 hopeful game developers a chance of a lifetime to develop the next evolution of games on blockchain. The series will dive into our developers' lives, showcase their amazing work, and most importantly, give them the financial support to launch their game with a funding pool of $10 million. Apply now to take part in the evolution of game development. I was trying so hard to get my brother to do this. He is building a game for I don't know what system, but it's being released in Japan, and he's a game designer. And so I was like, man, you could come because I was trying to get a bunch of people involved in internet computer. I was like, my brother, you could develop. You don't have to be in this reality series if you don't want, but you would have got 10 grand just for being selected. But you could have come over here and they would have paid you to develop a game on the internet computer instead of, the traditional gaming system on the blockchain. So why is there value in this crypto, do you ask? I mean, I come up with new stuff every day to show you the amazingness of the internet computer. And I just love it. And that's why we do price videos, but I also have to show you the cool stuff that's going on in the community. And that's why this is the crypto of the week, man. The very first crypto of the week on Bitcoin Renegade Crypto Decoded. That's basically the name of our show, Crypto Decoded. So, and when we do ICP videos, it's going to be ICP decoded. So that is going to be the name of our ICP videos from now on. It's ICP decoded. So that's where we're at with that. I get inspiration, man. I'm inspired because of this cool stuff. How could you not be though, man? So I want to take a look and kind of see where we're at on the lower time frame before we get out of here. Because I'm still watching the chat. I can't read everything you say, King Love, but I will go over it later. Don't worry. Let's see. Actually, let me just take a minute to read. Bitcoin was at $1,000. Yeah, I remember people were talking about that today. You know, actually, it's when I stopped doing the giveaways that my channel kind of suffered. But I think it's the market more than anything. When I noticed the channel, because everybody's channel was going down, not just mine. So if it was just mine and everybody else was going up, I could see. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um, So right now, internet computer is having kind of this, reversal moment right here, but how long that will last and if it amounts to anything, see, that's a different story. It's not looking too great. So we have to just watch now. I mean, it's kind of up to Bitcoin. Wherever Bitcoin goes from now, look, we're just so undersold now. It's like we've been so undersold for so long. That's why when we, kind of break out right here, this was the first double Bitcoin hammer. This Bitcoin hammer ruined crypto altcoins. They went down the most on. I bet this is when ICP went to 14, somewhere right around here. After this big old Bitcoin hammer, probably somewhere right around here on the 21st of February. Let's go. Let's see, the 21st of February. Let's go look at Bitcoin the 21st. Or ICP, I mean, sorry. ICP on the 21st of February. Let's see. We need to go to the daily. Okay. The 21st of February. Where are you? Okay. 21st of February. Look at that. Okay, so it happened the 24th of February. Look at that. Can you believe I just figured that out? Right after the Bitcoin hammer, the double Bitcoin hammer. We went to the lowest we went ever. Tell me that's not a real thing, and I will tell you you're wrong. Oh, no, get out of here with your weird, evil stuff. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know who wrote that. Don't pay attention to none of that garbage. But for real, I can't believe I just figured that out because why? The double Bitcoin hammer. That's why. It isn't even the lowest Bitcoin was. Look, Bitcoin was way lower over here. Why? Because the double Bitcoin hammer, man. I told you guys about this. And then another Bitcoin hammer, and another Bitcoin hammer, and then the biggest Bitcoin hammer right here. Because they did a Bitcoin hammer and then a dump. So that's the difference between this Bitcoin hammer and the other ones. This Bitcoin hammer dumped a little bit. Actually, this did. It did a double Bitcoin hammer dump. But this one didn't. This just had Bitcoin hammer. But this had another Bitcoin hammer dump. So they saw that's what they wanted to emulate is, and it's kind of always a double top. They use a double top for the catalyst to break it down, and it's like these bears are really good, and that's why the bulls need to start using double bottoms. That's why I wish I had a lot of money. I could really help the bulls out a lot if I had a lot of money. But anyway, so that's probably why we're not going to go down a whole lot further unless the Bitcoin hammer comes back out. And at this point, I don't even know if the Bitcoin hammer will work anymore because it does get to a point where Bitcoin no longer they're just at bedrock and you can't hammer them down anymore. And that's where we were over here. And that's why I think this happened, is because they couldn't get altcoins down any further. They tried for how long? Over a month. I mean, they actually tried since all the way over here. But this first, double smackdown that got us to down here. See, we don't go up as much with Bitcoin, but we go down even more. We don't go up as much with Bitcoin, we go down even more. It's like we go up 40% and we go down 70%. We go up 40%, we go down 70%. And that's what happens with the Bitcoin hammer. So Bitcoin drags all the way up here, but ICP only goes to right here. Well, Bitcoin drags to like right here. See, not quite as far at the bottom. So ICP almost reaches the end of it here, going down. But on the way up, it's way away from the top. That's the thing. That's why the Bitcoin hammer works so much. So the Bitcoin Renegade hammer, that's what it's going to be, man. I don't know where I need to go patent that at, but it's going to be a thing. It's going to be like, I'm going to be on this chart over here. They're going to be like, oh, Bitcoin Renegade pattern right here. Bitcoin Renegade hammer. Woohoo. Seriously, man. Come on, let's make it a thing. Hashtag Bitcoin Renegade hammer or Renegade hammer. Yeah, Renegade hammer. Because it's Bitcoin already. Just call it the Renegade hammer. That's what it's going to be called, baby. Over here. We're going to be like, okay. Where is it? Renegade hammer. Renegade pitchfork. Nope. Renegade hammer. Shift pitchfork. Nope. Oh, Renegade hammer. Renegade hammer. Oh, Renegade hammer. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Renegade. Oh, Ganbox. Okay. Seriously. It should be a thing. Come on, man. You guys, you need to help me out here. Everybody. Bitcoin hammer. Renegade hammer. Renegade hammer. Renegade hammer. It needs to be a thing, man. And that way people can be aware of it. And if they're aware of it, then they can prepare for it. See, they did another double. See the double top breakdown? It works really, really good. That's pretty cool. I hope you guys are having a good night. I know I am. As time goes by and the price goes up, more decentralized distribution means better market share and higher market capital needed to incentivize trade. And that unfortunately is the broader market. The thing is, retail interest has waned. That's the problem. A lot of the money in the market, and why we are seeing such a discrepancy in the market, I can tell you exactly why right now, if you want to know. It is directly tied to the stock market as well, but it is the fact that basically everybody is trying to get the stock market, to gain tons and tons and tons. And therefore, they can take their stock earnings and put it in Bitcoin and vice versa. So when one starts dumping and, the other starts dumping, they say that, well, that's correlated. Well, if we learn anything from the past, that they're not 100% correlated, that yes, sometimes when certain things happen in the world, they do both go down at the same time. But to say they're really correlated that much still, I think it's a lot less than it used to be. And we're at a place in Bitcoin right now that we have never been. We're in a simultaneous bear market and a bull market at the same time. What I mean is altcoins are in a bear market, which means that they are at a price that you would see at at the lowest point in the existence of that crypto in that time frame. And that's exactly what's happening right now. So I want you to know that, whenever we have these dips, it isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is because the market is strong that that we're in a bull market and a bear market at the same time. Now, if Bitcoin was down to 20K and everybody was selling all their crypto, I could see the reason that we're in a bear market and a bull market at the same time. Like I was going to tell you, I'm sorry, space off sometimes, is because the retail buyers are not in it. That is the reason. The institution. So the reason that we're in a bull market is the institutional investors are in Bitcoin and are making money in the Bitcoin, right? And the reason we're in a bear market in altcoins is because there isn't as much institutional interest, And right now, there isn't retail interest in altcoins at all right now because every time people buy altcoins in the last 3 or 4 months, they have lost money. So why would they do it? Well, they're doing it wrong. They're trying to make overnight wealth. If you want to learn how to make money in crypto, yeah, you can find those people that day trade. You're going to lose money more often than not, though, because these markets are so unpredictable. You know how you make money every time? You buy at a low price and then you wait for it to go up no matter how long that takes. You buy in a good project with a good white paper and a good roadmap that is actually fulfilling the spots on the roadmap. That's how you know a good project. If it tells you I'm going to do this, this, and this, and it does this, this, and this, or even this, and a couple other things on top of that, that's even better. But what I'm saying is you keep the value of the crypto with what the company does and what the foundation does that it says it's going to do, and that's how it's not just vaporware. It's not just a meme coin that is worth nothing, just people kind of like it and it could just lose its value like that. But having all of these NFT marketplaces, all of these direct exchange decentralized exchanges, all this DeFi on one platform, it means it's going to sustain it for the long term, and you can have growth on that. So you can't really take the value out of that easy without losing value in every single part of it. You'd have to lose money in the NFT part and the DeFi and all of it, and all of it goes into the overall ecosystem, and that is what you need to look at with these projects. Sorry, I went off. This was all about price and why it just kind of irritates me a little bit that people are so concentrated on price when there is so much more to it than that. And the price, and it isn't that I'm mad that people are worried about the price. It is that they don't understand why it's at the price that it's at right now. It isn't because it's a bad crypto. That is the thing, right? Now we're at this price because the market is in a cycle of going down right now. That's the market is bearish. So the price is going down. The next bull run we have, that is going to determine the next phase of ICP. And when these markets and these achievement unblocked and this supernova funding round and all of these other things start happening, and like me and Six Bigs start getting the word out more about the community, and Definity starts getting the word out more on their channel. Go subscribe to Definity too, and follow them on Twitter as well. And you can get the direct news from them as well. And you're going to see this project is going to succeed. So what I have to say is you guys picked an awesome crypto of the week. I don't know if I'll be this excited about the next one, but I'll try to bring it on the next crypto of the week as well. And so the cool thing about crypto of the week, a crypto can win more than once. Now, it can only win twice in a row. We don't want to just keep having the same crypto over and over and over and over and over. But yeah, so it can compete to win again and again. And so maybe the winner of that week goes to the next week. Maybe no, we won't do that. We'll just bring it back if it comes in the rounds again. We'll figure out how to do that later. So, well, there's not a lot of people here. Me and King Love can kind of chat elsewhere. So we're probably gonna call it a night. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope everything is going good for you, and that you can understand. It's only at $16, so you can get it for really, really cheap. You can get 10 of them for $161. So if I was to get 1,000 of them like I want right now, it would cost me $16,170 is how much it would cost me right now to get 1,000 of them. And then imagine if it went to 750 again. That would be $750,000. I'll be set for life. That's why I want to get 1,000 of them, man. That's my goal. I want 1,000 ICP at least. At least. Because then, especially if I make a ton of money, I'll probably want to get back in. Because by that time, they probably are going to have like flying, jets inside of the blockchain or something. Like some crazy holographic 3D virtual reality in the internet computer where it can fly you from one place to another inside the blockchain. That's like some kind of sci-fi thing. You never know, man. You never know. All right, guys. So that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin.